We do this awesome thing here at Bottoms Up. In this room behind me, we have our morning meeting every single morning, and every week we pick a new person to run that morning meeting. And that person is obligated to pick something, pick a topic, pick a subject, and teach to the rest of the group. And this week it was Matt Muncy, and he chose gratitude, the positive effects that gratitude can have on your life and your surroundings. And frankly, he has done an amazing job this week, just an amazing job with the subject matter and running the morning meeting. Well, at the beginning of the week, he gave us an assignment to pick the person that has influenced our lives the most and to write them a thank you letter, write them a letter letting them know. And so I wanted to share my letter with you. Let's see if I can get through it without tearing up. This will be like take 3. Anyway, the person that has influenced my life the most is my dad. Dad, upon hearing this, your jaw is probably on the floor. You get to play the villain in a lot of my stories. I'm still going to have to insist this is a huge compliment, but I'm holding out little hope that we will ever see fully eye to eye on this matter. Very early on in life, you taught me the value of a hard day's work, though I would not fully appreciate it until many, many years later, and honestly probably still can't fully appreciate it. At the time, I was certain you were using me as slave labor because one of your favorite sayings upon me inquiring about compensation was, "You get food and a roof over your head." Now, I'm fairly certain that this is the exact definition of slave labor. What was missing from that equation, however, is that you were right there with me. You have always owned your own business. I know now as a business owner myself, at times, food and a roof over your head can be considered luxury items. I look back on that now with a much bigger appreciation and know that my ability to outwork anyone on the planet came from those early teachings / violations of child labor laws. I have been blessed with many, many, let's call them wacky stories from growing up being raised by a single dad. But who am I to talk? I am 35 years old, your age at the time, and can barely take care of a dog. I can't even fathom trying to tend to a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old that just lost their mom after having just lost your wife. It's honestly a miracle me and my sister are alive. And coming from my current perspective, that is a tremendously major compliment. Not only are we alive, but we are alive and well. Here's what I want to say. Here is a fraction of what I have learned from you that has helped make me who I am today. It was not reading or writing skills. All jokes aside, stay positive. A negative attitude towards anything will only hinder your ability to make it go the direction you would like it to go. Work hard. There is very little hard work won't overcome. Everything can be improved. Nothing is ever perfect, but you should always be trying to make it perfect. You were constantly making things better, to the point that a lot of times I would see the original version of something having no idea that you had altered it because it looked so factory, and be astonished that a company would make such a useless version of something. The key to making something great is in the art of subtraction. Any idiot can add to something. It takes way more energy and thoughtfulness to subtract from it. Sweep the floor. Sweep the floor like it's the most important thing in the world. This has so many meanings to it: leading by example, nothing is ever beneath you, humility, pride in workmanship. So many deep life lessons in that one thing, that one simple thing. Listen with your ears wide open to everyone's ideas and input. It might be the worst and dumbest thing you have ever heard, but there could be one little tiny sliver of what they say that will spark something in you that will make your idea go to the next level. Under no circumstances let a naysayer tell you something can't be done. This is probably one of the biggest things I have gotten from you, and it is certainly one of the major things that has gotten me where I am today. And lastly, but certainly not least, beers of self-admiration. Take time to stop, step back, and admire and appreciate what you have accomplished, and hoist a beer to it. If you have lived by the above things I have listed, you absolutely deserve it. So I know I don't say it enough, but I love you and thank you. Your number one son, your only son, Josh. Thank you.